Well, if you got a check for $975 million, you'd run to deposit it. Not, however, if you are Sue Ann Arnell, who is divorcing oil billionaire Harold Hamm. She claims he's worth billions more, and she wants half. Let's bring in Lori Douglas, a divorce attorney from Moses and Singer. Welcome to Arise Xchange.
Thank you for inviting me.
How do you turn down $900 and something million?
I don't know how you turn it down, because she certainly could have run to the bank, endorsed that check under dispute, and put it in there and continued with her appeal.
Okay, so her argument is that she helped build his company. And is this about money, or is this about a little bit of revenge?
Well, probably a little of both.
The divorces tend to be,
her
right?
argument is not so much that she helped build the company. Her argument is that the increase in the value of the marital assets was based on his ability to grow that company. And so in the divorce, he got more of the assets under the windfall theory, that it was a passive increase in the assets, not what he did actively.
And they released a picture of the check today, and I did not know you could physically write a check for $970 million and have somebody cash it. There's a copy of it right now.
Yeah, I saw it too, and she certainly could have put it. Now, unless the back of that check already has written on it, endorsement constitutes,
acceptance.
Full acceptance, then she couldn't have put it in the back,
there's
certainly could have.
Term of art in the law, accord and satisfaction.
Correct.
So if you were advising her, you don't know all the facts, obviously, but if you were advising her as her attorney, take the money and run?
Well, I don't know if I'd take the money and run, but I definitely would have taken the money. You also have to remember, although she says I'm entitled to more, the payout that was ordered was $300 million by the end of 2014, and then $7 million a month for the payout. That would have been 7 years.
And getting the money now is much more beneficial.
It's bird in the hand.
Exactly. Take the money. In fact, it's interesting you talk about bird in the hand, because now Mr. Hamm is saying that his net worth is down 50% because of the price of oil collapsing. Whether that's true or not, is there a risk here that she threw away a lot of money?
There is. He's filed an appeal as well at this point, saying, I can't even afford the $975 million now. And so there is a risk, and quite frankly, he could also, drop over dead. And then his money will be tied up in an estate, although she'll have a judgment. She, might be a long time before she sees other money. So it's always a good thing to take the $975 million while you can.
They were married for many years before prenups may have been sort of in vogue. Do you recommend people, certainly of this kind of net worth, get prenups?
Yes, we recommend prenups for everybody, because everyone has something, and no matter how much we are in love at the time of the marriage, no one is in love at the time of a divorce. And so the prenuptial agreement sets a great foundation. It sets the foundation for the financial agreement and understanding in the course of the marriage. And for those of us that recommend prenups, we think it's the prenup that helps keep the marriage together. It does not have anything to do with whether or not the parties will divorce.
And if you find yourself in this situation, you go to arbitration or let a court decide real quickly?
Well, I think that depends on, the parties, the understanding. Arbitration is good if both parties feel equally matched against each other. But sometimes you really need to go to the courts. You really need to have the lawyers involved.
But then you run the risk of this coming out, and no one looks particularly good when you're talking about nearly $1 billion. Lori.
Well, no one looks good at this amount of money.
But on the other hand, if you have that much money, you don't need to look good, right, Lori? Thank you so much.
Right. Thank you.
Coming up, millions of Americans are happy filling the tank these days. How long will low oil prices last? Stay with us on Arise Xchange.